welcome to Scare Up the Vote.
Thank you so much for having me, Tananarive, and hello to all horror fans out there, and hopefully Kamala fans, and hopefully some people maybe who are still on the fence, although as incomprehensible as that may seem to contemplate, I hear they're out there. Maybe we can change some minds today. Anyway, again, my name is Don Mancini. I'm a gay man, and I'm the creator of the Chucky franchise, the queerest horror franchise in Hollywood, and proudly so. For decades now, I've been hearing from young queer horror fans, gays, lesbians, trans people, non-binary people, bi people, and people who just defy all these labels, the proud weirdos and so-called outsiders, my people. These young people reach out to tell me how much it's meant to them to see themselves represented in these mainstream stories on movie screens and TV screens and little itty bitty iPhone screens all across the country and around the world. And it's been the honor of my life to be able to help make that happen. These are my people, and we're in danger. The queer community are among the most vulnerable populations in our country. The last year has seen an unprecedented amount of Republican-driven legislation designed to discriminate against queer and especially trans citizens, more than double the amount of such legislation last year. They're talking, for example, about banning certain books by authors who just because they're queer. We've also seen a rise in hostile rhetoric from the right aimed at queer people. In the wake of all of this, there's consequently been a very scary rise in hate crimes against the queer community. In fact, more than 1 in 5 hate crimes now stem from what they call anti-queer bias. And the result is that the Human Rights Campaign has declared a national state of emergency for queer people for the first time in its 40-year history. And again, trans folks, especially women of color, are statistically the most at risk. So there isn't any question as to which candidate in this race is going to do more to protect my people, as well as the victims of racial hate crimes and religion-based hate crimes. It's Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Both have long demonstrated their bona fides when it comes to supporting the gays. Kamala was endorsing and even officiated a same-sex wedding 20 years ago as a young DA in San Francisco. Tim Walz, as a teacher 25 years ago, helped create his school's first gay-straight student alliance. And if elected, Harris and Walz have promised to pass the Equality Act, which will legally prohibit discrimination in housing and healthcare based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Unlike their opponents on the right, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are people of real substance. So on election day, let's all take the substance and create a better version of ourselves as a nation. And if we just follow the rules and remember that we are one, all of us in this country, connected and equal, we won't end up like poor Elizabeth Sparkle. Instead, we can help build a brighter future for all of us, even us weirdos and outsiders. Thank you. Please give what you can back to the Scare team.